All right, the NBA's daddy, Victor Wembanyama, is back in action. Let's check out his highlights versus the Thunder, and we'll talk about his performance here in a second. I do have it muted, or the NBA will definitely send me to prison. Wemby's first bucket. Dylan Harper goes to the pull-up, misses it a little short, and Wemby gets that awkward angle tip in. His arms are just so long. A lot of guys probably can't even get to that shot. He's crammed in between J-Dub and Case and Wallace and still gets his shot off. Another offensive rebound. He gave the Thunder so much trouble. Down low, trying to rebound around him. Kick out to Dylan Harper for the open three. Harper's shot's been looking a little better as his career's going on. Kick out to Champagny. Wemby gets the ball. J-Dub just absolutely hacks him. He didn't even touch the ball in that play. It's crazy how Wemby gets no respect from the officials. It's his third season now. That's just all arm. He hacks him again. Probably got fouled again on the ground, but gets the assist on his butt to Julian Champagny for the open three. Again, he's just getting hacked out there. It's kind of crazy how they don't call the fouls for him, but it's like a Shaquille O'Neal syndrome where you're just so dominant. That's an insane play right there. Where you're so dominant, they can't call a foul every single time, or you just live at the line every single play. This is an incredible play. J-Dub goes up. Wemby jumped. He's all the way off the ground. He lands. Yeah, he's off the ground, so J-Dub tries to lob it up to Hartenstein at this point because he knows he can't shoot it over Wemby. Wemby lands. He's all the way off the ground. The ball's in the air. Ball finally gets to Hartenstein. Wemby goes up. He manages to recover and guard both those players at once, and he goes up and blocks Hartenstein, or breaks up the lob, whatever you want to call it there. And Dylan Harper flies all the way up for the layup. That's just an incredible play. Run that back one more time. That's honestly ridiculous what he's able to do there. If we replay it right here, you see the ball's in the air. Hartenstein's right here. Wemby's at the apex of his jump. You're probably thinking the ball's going to get here. Hartenstein's just going to go up and be able to dunk the ball. I mean, you think you probably would still have a layup here, but Wemby's already landed. He's already turned around and recovered. And he goes up and swats Hartenstein's shot. He's just ridiculous as a defender. I think everyone kind of knows that already. And then Dylan Harper comes up for the layup. This is at the end of the second quarter. Just kind of sizing up Hartenstein. Just pulls up for the three right in his face. We kind of all knew it was coming, but just a beautiful pull-up three. His three-point shot looks really great out there, of course. Another turnover. The pump fake. Just the kick to Devin Vassell. Wemby had a couple nice dimes to Devin Vassell in this game. Love to see your big man running the court, though. He already hit a three earlier, so you kind of have to respect his pump fake beyond the arc. One-on-one with Chet. Wemby's signature move just blocks the shit out of Chet Holmgren's fadeaway. Seems like that happens every time they match up. Wemby just gets his fingertips on there. Chet Holmgren's like 7'1" with an insane wingspan, but Wemby's just an alien out there. This is it right here. Catch and just the fall away right there. So beautiful. This is where I want to see Wemby get 90% of his catches if you can. It's kind of hard because they love to double team and triple team him and try to not let him get that catch. Kind of like how OKC was defending Jokic in the playoffs, but Wemby gets that catch. J-Dub is maybe 6'5". He has like a 7'2" wingspan, so he's a great defender. He has great length, but Wemby catches the ball right here at the free throw line at either one of these elbows. He can do what we saw right now. He's going to rise up for the jumper, of course. Maybe the double team comes and Fox can cut down low. Maybe he comes to help and Champagny's open for a three. But if you leave him one-on-one in that spot, like we saw, he just pulls up. He's going to make that shot probably 80% of the time. And that's where I want to see Wemby. Again, he's even lower in the post. Just a nasty pull-up over Chet Holmgren. Let's run those back. I'd love to see him get the catch, at that free throw line area or kind of down low in the mid post, like on that second catch. But if you can catch the ball right there, we can pull up all day for those jumpers, knock them down all game long at a high clip. Again, I love this one. He's kind of ready to pass, and he saw Chet Holmgren's on him, so he just rises up for the fall away over Chet Holmgren with their little imaginary rivalry going on. It's really not a rivalry. It's just Wemby is just way better than him, to be honest, but it's a beautiful fall away. That's an awesome camera angle as well. Another awesome camera angle. Shout out to Amazon Prime. They did a really good job with this broadcast. I got to give them credit. All these camera angles are so sick. Shout out Amazon Prime again, but beautiful fall away for Victor Wembanyama. The inbounds lob from Stephon Castle. This one actually counted. Last time that happened was against Golden State on Draymond Green, but that one actually counts this time. Again, like, I love what the Spurs were doing, just letting Wemby catch the free throw line. I've been preaching for this all season long. I don't like when Wemby catches the ball beyond the three-point arc and he's trying to dribble and kind of use his ball handles to get down to this area. Just let him catch the ball right here. I mean, 99% of the time, 100% of the time, he's going to have a smaller defender on him because he's bigger than everyone in the NBA. But especially when he has like a guard player on him, he can just get right to his action, the triple threat there. Caruso is trying to get low on him. Oh, that's just so nasty. That first one was a clean strip. Caruso gets a clean strip on that first reach in, at least I think. Yeah, that was all ball, but Wemby just catches it, just pulls up for such a sick fadeaway. Looks like Kevin Durant on that play. Maybe that was wrist. I don't know. We'll just give Caruso the credit. Then he rips again. Wemby just gets no foul calls, to be honest. That first one looked like it was the hand, but the hand's part of the ball. Second one, he hacks him on the wrist, but officials just aren't going to call that. Wemby gets the nasty fall away. Yeah, Wemby had an amazing game. If you got a chance to watch the game, he finishes with 22 points, 9 rebounds, the 2 blocks as well, and he was plus 21 on the game. From the time that he came into the game, you know, he was plus 20 in his first, I want to say his first 7 minutes. Let's check out his stats really quick, but he was plus 20 in the first half, so the Spurs were down, I want to say 16 points. Wemby comes back in the game. He was able to help his teammates cut it to a 3-point game within, I swear it was like 7 minutes. The Spurs were down. They were down by 16 points, and within like a 7-minute span, Wemby comes back in. The entire game just flips on his head. Everything looks totally different. The Thunder aren't able to get in the paint. They're not able to get any layups. Their entire offense looks different. The Spurs' entire offense looks different as well. And just an amazing game for Wemby. He's 54% from the field. He has the 22 points, 2 blocks, 2 assists, 9 rebounds as well. See if we can see his real stats. 1 for 1 from 3. Only took the 1 3. He gets the 12 free throw attempts. So I'd love to see him able to get to the free throw line. He does have the 5 turnovers. The turnovers were a bit rough, but he's still learning how to get better at that. Yeah, the 22 points in 21 minutes. He had over 1 point per minute. It's not showing the plus minus right here, but trust me, he was plus 21 on the game, so it was just ridiculous. Wemby's impact defensively, it was so glaringly obvious how different the Spurs are offensively, defensively, just everything once we get Victor Wembanyama out there on the court. But he had an amazing game. I give the Spurs a chance against the Thunder if we matched up against them in the playoffs, largely because of Wemby. The Thunder have no answer for Wembanyama. When they send the double teams and triple teams, Wemby's still getting better at this, but once he learns how to be a better playmaker, how to be a better offensive hub, I'm not going to say he's going to be the playmaker Nikola Jokic is. Nikola Jokic is one of the greatest playmakers of all time, but I think he'll be good enough to make that 1 assist, make a pass to the wing so that wing player can kick it to the 3 in the corner and get those hockey assists, get those assists for himself as well. He's just so tall. He has really good court vision. He has high basketball IQ. Again, not as high as Nikola Jokic, but Jokic is just a god of a point guard. And, you know, once Wemby gets that next step in his game and he's able to read the court, because right now he's just getting used to having double teams and triple teams thrown at him again and again. It's going to get there sooner or later where he catches the ball. He already knows where all his players are spaced out. He turns to face up in that triple threat position, and just like we saw in this game, he'll get that pull up at the free throw line whenever he wants. He'll still have his dribble alive, so we're going to see him start getting to those rip through moves and drawing and ones at that free throw line. He can take one dribble and be at the basket dunking on someone, from that free throw line, from that elbow area. It's really impressed with what I saw from Wemby. I usually am, but I love what the Spurs were doing coaching wise, getting him the ball at those elbows, getting him the ball at that free throw line area. Because I've been preaching for that all season long. I was getting so frustrated seeing Wemby catch the ball at the top of the arc, trying to dribble around, you know, beyond the arc and trying to dribble into the paint and create for himself, almost like in a shooting guard fashion. We saw the play against Hartenstein. I don't mind him dribbling, beyond the 3 point arc, but I kind of like to see when he's just using those ball handles against a 7 footer like Hartenstein just to get to his pull up three package. But I've noticed once he beats that first defender and he gets into the paint and the help defenders come over, I've noticed a lot of the times Wemby, he may make the wrong read, he may get ripped, or he may get a charging foul just being out of control, getting into the paint. So I love what we're doing with him, letting him get those catches at the free throw line, those catches at the elbow, where he doesn't have to think so much. He can just go up into his jumper, where he can just read the floor really quickly and make a nice assist for his teammates. But yeah, man, Wemby has the 22 points, 54% shooting from the field. He's plus 21 in 21 minutes, and he's just starting to get back healthy. So, it's scary for the NBA. I won't say I would have the Spurs favored over OKC in a playoff series. I have to see the Spurs actually beat OKC in a playoff series. If the Spurs beat OKC every single game now for the rest of the regular season, I still don't think the Spurs would be necessarily favored in the playoff series. I have to see the Spurs beat the Thunder in a playoff series or see the Thunder get knocked out and the Spurs go on to make the finals and win the finals. If that happened, then I would be ready to say the Spurs are the better team. But I won't take a one-game sample size and just say the Spurs are immediately better than OKC just based on this one game. But with that being said, the Spurs, they looked really great, and I think the Spurs could give OKC a solid series in the playoffs and possibly beat them. But again, I wouldn't favor the Spurs just based on a one-game sample size. But Wemby was amazing. Please like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 7 million subscribers. Let me know what you thought about Wemby's performance, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.